Hey, it's me. My computer just made a notification. But anyway, it's me. My phone just made a notification. It's me, Puka Tuka here. I'm just here to talk. My computer. Everything's making notification. Anyway, I'm just here to talk, okay? Obviously, I've hit 100 subscribers. Obviously, in the long run of things, if I just couldn't hit my mic, that's obviously that's not a lot, like in the long run of things, that's not a lot of people, and compare if you try to compare it. For me though, that is a number that I have been trying to hit for over 8 years now. For over 8 years now. And it's truly just, I mean, we're coming up to 9 years. It took me 4 days, 9 years. In 4 days, it'd be 9 years for me to hit 100 subs. And for some people, you hit 100 subs like within your first like 3 months. You can easily, a lot of people just get that type of luck, and that just didn't end up happening for me. I'm just down here. It's not like I've ever had like a consistent like upload schedule, and I won't say I post the highest quality content, and definitely not back then. I mean, I'm but it's I've been working towards it. Like I just have like, coming from my Minecraft video, my I play Minecraft or whatever it's called. And, just no camera. I got my old like headset mic on. It just sounds bad. I'm using the PlayStation to record. I even tried to do a British accent at the beginning because I didn't know what to do. That's how it all started. All right, and to know that I've come all the way here to where I'm in the video. You guys can see me. I'm not using a PlayStation to record. I have a pretty decent mic. I have I have a pretty decent setup. It's not perfect. I'm still working on it. I ain't even got my own place. I wasn't even an adult. I was not an adult when I first started. No, 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 no. I don't know how old was I when I first started? I was 10 years old. Okay, when I first started like wanting to do stuff online, when I first started wanting to do anything online, I was 10 years old. Man, oh man, it has almost been a decade. It has almost been a decade, and I know that's just crazy. That's genuinely just the crazy concept that, man, oh man, for 10 years I've been trying to do stuff on the internet that just like seems fun, just whatever like appeals to me. Oh my god, it's I feel like I don't know. I just feel like, I feel emotional, from this. Just like I said, in the long run, 100 subs isn't that much, but just, yeah, 100 subs is still a great number. I mean, what you can have a room full of 100 people. It's like if I got a room full of 100 people and I just genuinely just played video games in front of you, like it's like some like tournament or competition. That's genuinely how it that's how it feel like. That's how I like to picture that. It's like I got 100 people behind me watching. I mean, obviously, they're not at all. Not all of them are consistent in any way. Definitely not. Definitely not. But it's just the concept of at some point somebody subscribed, and maybe some of them are bots. I don't really know, but just the idea that if these were all real people that like at some point like were like, yeah, I like this guy. I'll subscribe. At that point, it just knowing that like if that were to be the case, just 100 people, just behind me, just watching, just enjoying whenever they can. It's like a truly like heartwarming feeling, and like it's something that I can't really like measure in like a terms of happiness. I want to cry that if that's any sort of like measurement. It's just it's just amazing, honestly. It truly is. It it really is. My mouth is really dry right now. But of course, that I don't. I'm not just settling for 100. I want to get past 100. I want to make it to 200. I want to get up to 500. I want to see that number keep growing as I like continue to like evolve in what type of content I put out. All right. Whether or not I stick with gaming, whether or not I expand, I want to start. I like pretty soon. I'm gonna start traveling, and honestly, I would love to record like you and just just vlogs, stuff like that. You know how fun that'd be. Obviously, I'm not like old enough to do everything everywhere. I still got to make some money. I'm not making money off of YouTube right now, but that's because I just not gonna fully start pushing out content on YouTube. I can't I can't really put that risk right now. I got to stick with the smart move. Got to stay with my job. I do want to go back to school, and you know obviously if I do that, I got to pay off loans. Because I'd have to take out some loans. 'Cause school's pretty expensive, and I won't lie, I didn't try in high school like I should have. Like everybody said in freshman year, make sure you try because it doesn't. Make sure you try to get good grades because it does affect your future. And it's pretty true when it comes to, like, the financial part of it. If you want to, go post high school education here in the U.S. at least, but yeah, I just didn't really try. Which if I could go back, and obviously, like anyone would ever say, if I could go back and tell myself, hey, actually, this is going to actually help if you do try. Everyone would say that to themselves at some point, and it would work out. I mean, I'd listen to a future version of me. If I I'd probably have to lie to myself a little bit, like if, like I don't know, something like bad, like somebody dying that's really important to me or something like that. So just something like that would have to happen, or in order for me personally, probably because I genuinely lacked effort, or lacked effort when it came to work. I settled. I settled for the bare minimum, and that's what I called good. Not that I didn't do like good in areas, obviously I don't want to have like all D's. I had tried to get A's. I tried to, but once it became like a task that I found tedious, I was like, okay, well now I no longer want to do this. You know, it's like I never used to. I hated reading, and now I genuinely do read, and yeah, obviously there's manga, or no, there's a light novel, but the light novel, but it's still like the concept that I'm reading after all these years of me saying, "Hey yo, I don't want to read. I hate reading. I Not gonna happen. I would never do it for homework, never." And there was like only one book series I'd ever actually truly enjoyed, and my love for it got crushed because the library didn't have the third book because I think somebody was reading it at the time. And man, oh man, I never saw it again. I just never saw it again. So I just gave up, and I never tried since. I've read stuff like Captain Underpants, from brief occasions. Like this is like early element, like I'd say like fourth, fifth grade elementary school. For me, my elementary school went into sixth grade, so that just an FYI. I only had 2 years of middle school, which I kind of wish I had three. That'd be pretty fun. Anyway, I just got distracted. I went off on a side tangent. I know I was talking about just this is the hundreds of subscribers special. All right, yeah, let's go. Oh, I'm gonna take I can't take a screenshot of this right now. I can't because the mic's in the way. I gotta take it later. Anyway, you guys will see it on the thumbnail. If you want to go check it out right now, you can. Obviously, I'm not gonna say no. However, um, yeah, just the 100 subscriber special. That's where we're at. That's I've gotten this far, and I just I really just can't wait to just keep going. Obviously, I recently I haven't been uploading a lot. It's kind of stunted, in ideas on what to do because I feel bad for not pushing out content that I don't consider high enough quality. Obviously, like because I lack the ability to edit, and I just don't have the money to pay for editing software right now, like good editing software. Obviously I could work with the bad, but it just I'd feel even worse that even then I have to learn how to edit. And if I feel like I push all my time into trying to learn, and it still comes out to a quality that I'm not happy with, even with editing, I I just feel so demotivated. I just wouldn't want to upload anymore. But doesn't mean I'm not willing to try. I really need to start, just watching videos, just like learning, like teaching myself how do I do this. Whether or not it takes me, trial and error, I just go into it because the editing software I have right now, I kind of I pay $200 for a edit for a Photoshop and editing software. All right, $200, and I don't use this almost ever. Almost ever. There's on very rare occasions I have ever used those. I just they're not they weren't worth my money at all. I wish I could get that money back, but I can't. However, but I'm willing to just try and just find a way to learn, and then once I do that, just start testing it out, seeing what I feel happy with, seeing what other editing I feel worse about, just learn what works where, how to do what, just I think that'd be such a fun thing. And of course, like, that's not it, that's not all. Like, obviously I would love to get my own place to where I could have like, just one room obviously for myself, and another separate room just so I can set it up perfectly for like the type of like surroundings I have. Like, I'd love to have like a room with AC, of course, so I wouldn't be burning alive. But a room big enough, or yeah, a room big enough, so I could have some proper airflow. Probably, yeah, probably out a window. Yeah, I guess out a window. And then, just set it up so nice. So I could, feel like, okay, I feel like I could set this up, set it up for the sound, set it up for like, I don't like, obviously when I talk, I feel like there's always like this like light buzz. I don't know if it's just me who hears it or other people hear it too. It bothers me so much, but I just don't know how to deal with it yet. I just don't know. I don't know how. And that could be just on the side of like me just not understanding like audio, like software when it comes to filtering. I just don't know how to do that just yet, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. However, I'm sort of drawing this out now. I'm kind of drawing this out. My bad about that. This should genuinely help. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, because I got the water, I kind of forgot what I was last saying, but I just want to say this before I obviously end the video. I want to keep growing. I genuinely do. Pretty soon, once I feel like I have an environment at least where I feel like I upload videos that can be consistently funny throughout the video instead of just a lot of like just raw talking, just just comedy, and then obviously with moments like I talking as well, but just just more funny moments instead of just more raw footage, just stuff like that. That's the type of route I want to start heading in. But until I can get to that point, it's going to take me a bit, and that's fine. But yeah, before I can get to that point, so let's just keep going though. Let's just keep going. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if you like the content, go ahead and search through it. There's a lot of playlists down in the playlist section of my channel. There's I try to stay pretty organized, and there's a bunch of like random playlists, like random videos, random games, just stuff like that. And yeah, that's really about it. So uh yeah, go ahead and check it out, and I do hope you find something you like. But I'm out. Peace.